The ship wasn't damaged. It wasn't sinking. It wasn't even abandoned in chaos. Everything was normal. And that's what made it terrifying. Because when the Mary Celeste was found drifting in 1872, the crew was gone. Not missing. Gone. No bodies. No signs of violence. No struggle. Just a ship, still sailing, without anyone on it. The Mary Celeste left New York Harbor in November 1872. Destination: Italy. On board were 10 people. The captain, his wife, his young daughter, and a crew of experienced sailors. This wasn't an amateur operation. These were people who understood the ocean, who knew risk, who knew survival, which makes what happened next even harder to explain. About a month later, another ship spotted it drifting in the Atlantic. The sails were still set. The cargo was intact. The food and water were still on board. Nothing looked wrong, except for one thing. No one was there. The captain's cabin was orderly, personal belongings untouched, valuables still in place. If this was piracy, it made no sense. Nothing was taken. If this was panic, it didn't look like it. There was no damage to the ship, no signs of flooding, no evidence of fire, just an empty vessel, quietly drifting. There was one clue. The lifeboat was missing. That meant one thing. They left. Every single person made the same decision: to step off a functioning ship into open ocean. So what makes an entire crew abandon safety? One theory is alcohol vapor. The cargo included barrels of industrial alcohol. Some believe fumes may have built up below deck. The crew could have feared an explosion, even if there wasn't one yet. That kind of invisible danger changes how you think. Fast. Another theory is a water spout. A sudden, violent column of water. Strong enough to scare a crew into thinking the ship was doomed, even if it passed quickly. Fear doesn't need to last long to change everything. And then there's the simplest explanation. The same one that shows up again and again in ocean survival stories. They misjudged the situation. They thought the ship was no longer safe, so they left. But out there, leaving the ship is often the most dangerous move you can make. Because once you're in the water, everything changes. You lose protection. You lose visibility. You lose time. And the ocean takes over. The Mary Celeste was recovered, sailed again, but its reputation never changed. Because no one ever found the crew. Not one trace. Not one confirmed sighting. Just a ship that kept going long after the people were gone. The ocean doesn't always destroy the ship. Sometimes, it just convinces you to leave it. What do you think happened? Did they panic? Or did something else force them off that ship? Let me know your theory.